Any minor observation, every small setback, it all gets under your skin. You're giving away your power. The truth is the most unshakable people don't face less challenges. They just master how they react. Imagine walking through life unfazed. No mental spiraling, no more emotional outbursts, just complete control. Here I'll show you the method to condition your thinking to act as if nothing bothers you. Perfecting the unshakable attitude is crucial. The world is full of distraction, people's opinions, everyday irritations, unexpected setbacks. What if I revealed that true strength comes from perfecting purposeful neutrality? The key is learning to separate your feelings from external circumstances. If you permit outside occurrences to dictate your mood, you become a puppet of powers outside your command. However, when you condition your thinking to continue steadfast, you transform into the architect of your fate. As you incarnate this perspective, you radiate power without saying a word. Think of the most influential individuals who ever existed. They weren't the ones who reacted impulsively to every slight. Their force didn't reside in their ability to argue, but instead in their power to stay unmoved. Imagine a scenario where you're disrespected publicly. The instinctive reaction of many consists of rage. However, what results when you simply smile and walk away? You rob the instigator of their power. Similar rules apply to losses and roadblocks. Individuals who grasp the force of detachment view defeat simply as information, a valuable lesson. They don't incorporate loss, they observe, adjust, and progress. How can you forge this level of control? Cultivate the routine of hesitating before reacting. Ask yourself, does the scenario really influence my long-term goals? One more essential factor consists of mental imagery. See yourself as someone who traverses the world unshaken. When you solidify this projection in your mind, it becomes your reality. Effective distance isn't concerning blocking emotions. It concerns commanding them. Envision this. You're amid an intense dispute. Should you permit their statements to command your sentiments, or will you grin unmoved? As you embrace this method, tension diminishes, understanding grows. What you concentrate on, you magnetize. Yet when you assume mastery of your thinking and feelings, you become the architect of your own fate. Conditioning yourself for emotional separation does not mean you become cold. It means you no longer allow outside powers to control your consciousness. Your sentiments support you, not conversely. Mindful indifference is a superpower. We're conditioned to believe we must care about everything. Yet genuine liberty comes when you realize that many things are irrelevant. Neutrality doesn't indicate disinterest. It indicates choice. Not every battle is worth fighting. When you stop reacting to every minor inconvenience, you regain control. Cease pursuing validation. Seeking approval is a trap. The instant you grant someone else the power to determine your value, you lose control over your own life. Authentic assurance isn't provided. It's built through self-reliance. The most charismatic people don't supplicate for acceptance. They embrace their essence, defects and everything. Liberty arrives when you release the need to be liked by everyone. No matter what you do, someone will perpetually opine. So, why waste your energy trying to please everyone? If you wish to escape from the acceptance entrapment, begin by questioning internally. Whose assessment authentically matters? One more essential action is learning to validate yourself. When you commence perceiving your inherent significance, external approval becomes irrelevant. The instant you cease pursuing approval is when you begin existing with liberty. Condemnation is inescapable, however, how you process it determines your power. Judgment only possesses as much strength as you give it. When you react emotionally, you allow it to dominate you. The most powerful people don't let criticism shake them. They evaluate it with lucid thinking. Extract what's beneficial and discard the rest. Process judgment via reason, not emotion. There are two types of criticism, beneficial and harmful. Beneficial judgment is precious. Damaging condemnation, by contrast, is intended to tear you apart. Not every opinion merits your focus. When you apply to judgment with serene detachment, you demonstrate to everyone that your assurance is solid. The most powerful individuals don't dread judgment. They employ it strategically, or they ignore it completely. Tension uncovers persons. Some break, yet the powerful continue steadfast. As they discipline their consciousness before the storm arrives, the key lies in separating from the requirement for command. Not everything will go following intention. Yet you don't respond sentimentally. You respond with strategy. Many individuals break when stressed because they resist reality. Your consciousness is your combat arena. The ideas you permit entry will determine whether you win or lose. To condition an unwavering consciousness, you must build mental habits. Gratitude to counter negativity. Strictness to defeat procrastination. Every day you must train yourself to be unfazed, to pause before reacting. The majority are captives of their sentiments, but the ones who control their minds govern everything. Cognitive force is forged in the small, everyday moments. One of the most powerful mental habits you may cultivate is distance. Separation doesn't signify unconcern. It indicates command. An additional vital component consists of rigor. Consciousness perpetually chases comfort, but discipline rewires the mind. Commence minimally. Commit to habits that reinforce your mental strength. Genuine strength operates quietly. It doesn't chase notice. It just executes and lets the results speak. The loudest people in the room are commonly the most vulnerable. If you desire to be honored, stop announcing your plans. Success is not built through words. It is built through action. The deeper you vocalize, the more you attract inspection. As you operate quietly, nobody perceives your approach. The most powerful people don't waste energy proving themselves. They permit their accomplishment to express. Quietness isn't inactive, it's planning. When you do speak, your statements possess significance. In an existence where all frantically seek recognition, be the individual who doesn't chase notice. As others pursue recognition, you pursue excellence. This is the separation between those who talk about doing great things and those who genuinely perform them. The second you quit providing environmental acceptance, you will perceive something. People will start paying attention. They will wonder how you did it. And that's when you'll comprehend you've authentically commanded circumstances, not because you told the world, but because you showed it without saying a word.